Imagine the world's most talked about mom dancing down a hospital corridor, belly first, twerking for the camera, while most of us weren't even allowed to visit loved ones. Now imagine that same bump folding like a badly packed travel pillow. Add a father on national TV saying, "My daughter can't carry children," a brother backing him up, two royal babies who almost never appear in unfiltered photos, and a palace that stays quieter than a church at midnight. That's the riddle. Tonight, we lay out every piece. Money trails, medical rumors, disappearing doctors, and a cartoon bump that just won't quit. So you can decide whether Meghan Markle's motherhood story is a fairy tale or the greatest stage show modern royalty has ever seen. Thomas Markle isn't your average proud father. When he shows up on camera, it's usually to drop grenades. And this time, he brought the big one. Years ago, he says, Meghan froze her eggs, then had a hysterectomy. Translation: no biological babies after that surgery. His voice cracked. He called her not the daughter I knew, and the internet did what the internet does: screenshots, theories, fireworks. Half-brother Thomas Jr. doubled down, swearing the surgery happened while Meghan was still married to her first husband, Trevor. If that timeline is real, every glowing bump photo with Prince Harry came later, when carrying a child herself was supposedly impossible. Freezing eggs isn't cheap. 10 grand up front, storage fees every year, pricier still at the Beverly Hills or Toronto clinics actors use. Back then, Meghan earned about 7 grand per episode on Suits. Nice, but not secret fertility plan for 7 years nice. So where did the cash come from? And if those frozen eggs were used later, why no word about a surrogate? Fast forward. Meghan marries Harry, suddenly we have baby Archie, and later, baby Lilibet. The world needed only 2 things: royal joy and a couple of photos. But what we got was confusion. No doctors stepped forward, no hospital confirmed the births, and the palace offered a short statement days later: mother and baby are well. That's it. When official images arrived, they looked more catalog than candid. Soft focus, color-matched outfits, empty hallways. Where were the messy rooms, the wrinkled swaddles, the exhausted parents who forget the car seat manual? Nowhere. Each shot felt airbrushed, coordinated, safe. Then came Disneyland. On Monday, paparazzi spotted Lilibet in Mickey ears. On Tuesday, same outfit, same stroller. But internet sleuths noticed the child's face shape, hair texture, even height looked off. Lighting issue? Maybe. 2 different toddlers? Fans started Photoshop comparisons by breakfast.
And here's the clip that refuses to die. Meghan in a hospital gown, dancing to a baby mama anthem, belly leading the choreography. Halfway through, the bump creases and seems to bend. Not bounce, bend like foam. No nurses, no doctors, no masks despite COVID rules, just professional lighting and an aisle wide enough for a catwalk. Defenders say it's a dress illusion. Doubters hit replay.
Royal births usually come with a brag sheet: consultant obstetrician, pediatric specialist, certified this, certified that. With Archie and Lilibet, nothing publicly signed. Even the birth certificates bounce between Rachel Meghan Markle and Her Royal Highness, then back again, triggering U.S. immigration databases to squint and shrug. Remember, after leaving palace duties, Harry traded HRH perks for Hollywood deals. Yet he still lobbied hard for Prince and Princess on his kids' paperwork, titles that hold 0 legal weight in America. King Charles caved. Some say guilt, others say keeping Meghan calm was safer than a public blow-up. Brand Sussex is now a business. Netflix, Spotify, memoirs, speaking gigs, mostly sold on 3 pillars: modern love, royal escape, inspirational parenthood. Strip away the real mom element, and sponsorship math changes fast. No royal toddlers, no heartwarming bedtime stories, no diaper deals. That's millions off the table. Harry isn't passive. He's sued paparazzi, blamed the press for his mother's death, and weaponized privacy like a shield. Yet paparazzi just happened to catch staged grocery runs and post-therapy strolls. Coincidence? Or did he swap combative prince for co-producer? Buckingham can kill rumors in a heartbeat. It did so when Kate's pregnancies were questioned, when Charles faced scandal, when Camilla fielded gossip. This time, crickets. No denial, no confirmation. That silence speaks louder than a balcony wave. You can't sell a Netflix docuseries, a Spotify podcast, and a bombshell memoir, then hide behind "please respect our family life" whenever the follow-up questions sting. That's not privacy, that's curation. The audience pays for a ticket. It wants to know if the show's real. In rare footage of Meghan walking with the kids, eagle-eyed viewers spot assistants adjusting coats, guiding tiny hands, stepping in before mom reacts. Is that unusual for high-profile parents? Maybe not, but when every candid moment feels choreographed, the authenticity meter dips. If the pregnancies were staged, what's the motive? Power. Motherhood in the monarchy is more than diapers. It's a forever seat at the table. A duchess can be stripped of style, ask Fergie, but the mother of a prince? That lingers in history books and brand decks forever. Imagine the royal crisis team. Public doubt about 2 slots in the line of succession. DNA tests, surrogacy paperwork, court hearings. The monarchy loves tradition, but it loves survival more. Sometimes, silence is cheaper than proof.
Something shoved up under a dress. It does not look like a pregnant belly. It looks all bumpy. It's very strange. It looks like what you'd get if you put like a pillowcase full of like socks or something under your dress. You gotta look up close. There's very strange bumps coming off of that pregnant belly.
Meghan's mood board spawned feverish speculation if she used a surrogate or wore a fake bump. These cruel whispers have been spread for years. It's time to address it. Why did you lie to the world about the birth? Why did you lie about the timing of the birth? Why did you lie about the location of where you were? It was dodgy. Something stank. And you don't lie in a case like that unless there's something to hide. That's just the reality.
Every time whispers grow loud, something shinier drops. A podcast on mental health, a lawsuit against a tabloid, a charitable photo op at Uvalde or with school kids. Look over here, not over there. In a world that worships screenshots and timestamps, empty hospital corridors and missing doctor signatures stand out like tea stains on a coronation gown. People don't need a conspiracy. They need clarity. Show the birth team, release the paperwork, end the whispers. If the story holds, Harry and Meghan remain modern pioneers carving a fresh path. If it crumbles, they become cautionary tales of branding over truth, royal titles reduced to trending topic. Sooner or later, the curtain drops. A nurse speaks. A document leaks. A child's DNA swab surfaces. Until then, the show goes on. Press junkets, podcasts, palace silence, and a public caught between fairy tale and fraud. So what do you think? Brilliant parents battling a brutal press? Or master storytellers who cast themselves in the greatest royal drama of our age? Scroll down, sound off, and if you want the next chapter the moment it lands, hit subscribe, punch that bell, and stay tuned. Because whether this tale ends in triumph or train wreck, one thing is certain. When you mix crowns, cash, and questions about babies, the spotlight never, ever fades.